to the state championship at Indianapolis next week. The Loogootee says the Dow is 25-1 for the year. Seymour 21-5. The Seymour Owls started from 6 points behind the last quarter. The Evansville Regional Champion gets the second this afternoon, 64-56. As we said, it sends them into this championship game tonight. Seymour trailing 47 by yes, they won by 2 points over Seymour, 80-78. 80-78, with Loogootee winning over Seymour in the final game here. And the next year, Loogootee came down and were defeated by Floyd Central in the final game, 83-74. So they're introducing the players once again out here on the floor, and with this about set to go. John Ward and Marty Burgett. Down on the McDougal, shooting no good. Rebound is off. It's taken off by Kenny Nigg of Loogootee. So the Lions have the ball. And they Seymour used the press very effectively this afternoon against Gibson Southern. But they haven't come out here too far with it yet. Loogootee has the ball well out. They're passing over to Reagan. Now coming for help, and he gets it into Nigg. Round his man, lays up and scores. Kenny Nigg went around his man to go up the score. Loogootee has gone first blood. Goes to lead 2-0. Down with it comes Jeff Lampert for Seymour. Across the side, off to Rex Meyer. Meyer down the right corner, double team, back out again. Now back to Meyer, shoots in the corner, no good. Rebounds off, rebounds taken by Bill Butcher of Loogootee. Lions with the ball, they lead 2-0. 1 minute has gone by here in the first quarter. Riggins with it, well out on the court. Out toward the center, gives it over to Kenny Nigg. Nigg with it. Now coming after him is Gene Thompson. And the ball almost stolen, but knocked out of bounds here by Danny Thomas. And it will be Loogootee's ball out. Thomas almost stole the ball right at mid-court. Now we pass them. Kenny Nigg getting it into Bill Butcher, back to Nigg. Down the corner, the right corner, they go to Mattingly, back to Nigg again. Loogootee's ball. They lead 2-0. Butcher to Nigg. Toward the center court. Over the right, they go to Reagan. Now back out again, over the left side, the Butcher. Back again, off to Nigg, off to Riggins, back again. They pass back and forth. And now they give it out to Mattingly. Mattingly gives to Nigg, drives, lays up, the kick. Once again, Kenny Nigg found that hole and went in to score. 4-0. 4-0, Loogootee out in front. With it now is Jeff Lampert. He gets it down here to Danny Thomas, shooting up, no good. Rebounds off, taken by McDougal up with his shot, no good. Rebound comes off, scramble for the ball, picked up there. The shot is in the air, it's no good. Rebound taken by Mattingly. The shot fell short. Mattingly took it out of the air. Loogootee has the ball. Butcher across the line, passing over to Mark Riggins. Riggins out to goes to Nigg, the left side. Butcher back to Riggins again. Now goes to Butcher again. They set it up. Now back now again. Nigg drives the middle. This time passing back off. Underneath the walls, he scores. Mike Wells was open on the other side. It's 6-0 now in favor of Loogootee. And timeout is called here by the Seymour Owls. Shot by Danny Thomas, hit. But Danny Thomas gets the first basket for Seymour with 5:30 to go in the first quarter. Now Seymour begins that press. But Loogootee comes right up with it. Nigg with it. Hey, he's almost triple team, but he gets it out here to Mark Riggins. Riggins to Nigg, hands it back again to Riggins, back to Nigg, over the left side to go to Butcher. Butcher with it down left side, stops, and looks for help. Gives it off to Mattingly. And a whistle foul on Mattingly, an offensive foul. An offensive foul on Ken Mattingly. The ball out of bounds. There's the first foul of the ball game. 6-0, or 6-2 the score with Loogootee out in front by 4. And Seymour brings the ball down. Down with it, Gene Thompson. Over the left to Lampert. Back to Thompson, across to Meyer. Now in the middle, broken up and stolen away by Loogootee. Walls with it and gives to Butcher. They tried to feed the middle, but it was broken up. Butcher has it, and it goes over to Kenny Nigg. Out to the left to Riggins, back again to Nigg. Now back to Riggins, back to Nigg, across to Butcher. Now goes to Mattingly, back again to Butcher. Butcher back out again, off to Nigg, center court. Now back to Butcher again. He's out to the right, goes over to Nigg, over the left side. Riggins, they move it and snap it fast. Back again, back and forth to pass the ball. Now with it is Riggins. He looks for up, gives it off to Butcher. Butcher back out to Riggins. Riggins tries to pass down, almost, and is broken up now, taken up by Rex Meyer of Seymour. He gives it up to Jeff Lampert. Back here, long shot is up there. It is no good by Danny Thomas, but a whistle and a foul underneath. I believe he's going to be called on Riggins. Foul is on Mark Riggins of Loogootee, his first, the second team foul on the Lions now. And the ball will run out of bounds to Seymour with Rex Meyer to pass it in. Rex Meyer. We had 6 points this afternoon for Seymour again. They get the pass in, and with it there's Gene Thompson at the right. Now cross back out to Lampus. Lampus long shot, 20 feet, good. That is the 6-4 ball game now. With Loogootee by 2, the press is on. Riggins over to Butcher. Butcher across the timeline, gives to Mattingly, back to Butcher. Now out it goes to Nick. Nick to Butcher. And they come 2 men on him to go to the middle to Riggins. Back to Mattingly, open, lays up, and he's scored and he's fouled. Basket will count. Mattingly got open, went up to score. And he was fouled. And the foul is on Meyer. And that's his first, the first team foul. It will be Mattingly at the line with 1 shot. 8-4 the score. Loogootee up with this one good. Makes it 9-4. Loogootee leading by 5. 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. Now Loogootee is using a little pressure sauce here as the ball comes down. Out to the right to go to Meyer. Long shot. In and out. No good. Rebound taken off by Butcher. Off Loogootee. Lions have it. Give it out to Nick. Down the front court. Over the timeline. Over to Butcher. Butcher right in the middle. They go. Passes off. Then goes into Mattingly. But he comes back out with it. Gives off to Butcher. Cross there goes to Nick. Nick knocks under Mattingly. Wide open. Scores. Once again, it's Mattingly getting wide open. It's just stick it and fire in. And it's 11-4. Loogootee leads by 7. Meyer with it for Seymour. Out it goes. Out to Thompson. Back again. Thompson. Out of the Lampus for the Seymour Owls. Drive, stop with his shot. Bouncing off. No good. Rebound taken off by Riggins. And now a foul is going to be called here on Danny Thomas as he grabs the hold of Riggins. So it's a common foul. Ball out of bounds here to Loogootee. That's the second team foul on Seymour. And we picture to pass it in. 11-4 the score as Loogootee leads by 7. 2:56 to go in the first quarter. Championship game of the Evansville Summer State. Pitcher with the ball in the middle. They go to Riggins. Back out. Off to Nick. They try to collapse in that middle, but they get the ball back out of there. Now they hand it off. Riggins flip it out to Butcher. Butcher moves across. Gives to Riggins. He looks for help. In the middle they go to Nick. Man open as well. He scores. Holy cow. Man, they're working the ball. 15-4 the score. There's the ball out of bounds. It will be tipped out there by Butcher. Well, Ron, it's the old simple play, and they're making it work. Thanks a lot, Joe. Comes in here, Gene Thompson. Loogootee just a little bit quicker. There's the ball being thrown away by Seymour out of bounds. It'll be Loogootee's ball out. That's the second turnover for Seymour. Now we have 2 apiece, 2 errors apiece here. We have a substitution coming in here for Seymour. Randy Vitti comes in for Seymour. He was the only substitution used for the Owls this afternoon. 13-4 the score. Loogootee leads. They have the ball with it as Butcher. 2:10 remaining here in the first quarter. Out it goes to Riggins, center court. Up to Nick, back over here to Mattingly. Well out. Butcher with it, left side. Moves it back out toward the center. Now comes down. He's getting all the way. Lays up and scores. Butcher drove in this time, did not pass off. He scores. 15-4, and Loogootee has not missed a shot. Has not missed a shot in the ball game. They've hit 7 straight shots here in the game. They lead 15-4. Seymour calls for timeout. Gets in to score for Seymour. 15-6. Seymour in the press. Mattingly. But it's Butcher that brings it across. He's going to drive down it, but he comes back out. Gives it off to Mattingly. Back to Butcher on the right side. Butcher holding. Pass in the middle. Goes to Riggins. Riggins out of that top of that circle. Back out to center court. Goes to Riggins. Riggins over to Nick. Goes over to Butcher. Back again to Nick. To Butcher. Butcher out to right. Now they go to Mattingly. Mattingly goes in the middle, but a whistle foul is going to be called against Seymour's Gene Thompson. The foul is on Gene Thompson. That's his first. And the third team foul against Seymour. Ball out of bounds to Loogootee. 1 minute, 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. 15-6 the score. Loogootee leading. Pass in here to Kenny Nick. Nick. Riggins back to Nick. Now Butcher comes out to take it. After action is Lampus, but he kicks it, gives it out. Back again to Butcher again. Double team. In there goes to Riggins. Riggins back out again to Butcher. Lampus comes out to him. Now he passes over to Nick. Nick turns, and now he gets it out here to Riggins. Now almost was Walls. He could have been open, but he fumbled it momentarily. But he gets it quickly back out of there. Now it's Kenny Nick out towards the center of the court with it. 39 seconds. Butcher into Riggins. There's 3 men around him, but he gets it right back out. Now we go outside, off the Butcher. Down to Walls. Walls back to Butcher. Back to Nick. Now over here to Riggins. He gets double teamed. Back down to Mattingly. He started, but he come back out with it. Pass off to Riggins. Back to Mattingly on the right side. And now the ball is taken away. Coming up with it here is Lampus. Lampus passes off to the Loogootee, back to the back, but we have traveling call, no basket. Traveling call, and it'll be out of bounds to Loogootee with 11 seconds. 15-6 to score. That's the third turnover now for Seymour. The ball comes in here to Kenny Nick. The press is on again, but they get it across down here to Mattingly. Down with it. He gives it back out to Nick. Long shot. Good. That's the first one from way out by Kenny Nick. He made it, and they did not miss a shot in the first half. The score here, or the first quarter, is Loogootee 17 and Seymour 6. You know, Eaton's Farm Service in Montgomery offers you high-octane hog chow. Is 12% more for
7 of their 8 shots came with first 7 shots were layup. The last one was about a 19-footer by Nick, and they're just playing superb ball right now. They've out-rebounded Seymour 5-2, and there's 3 errors by each team.
All right, the tip up controlled by Seymour. Lampus with it. Gives out here to Gene Thompson. Down long shot. No good. That shot taken by Danny Thomas. And the rebound is off to Nick of Loogootee. At the Butcher. Still in the back court. The press does not seem to bother the Lions too much here. Out it goes to Riggins. Back out to Butcher. He drives to the foul line. He passes man open as Wells. He scores. That's 3 for Wells. 9 for 9. And a whistle and a foul on the play. The foul is on McDougal. Foul is on McDougal. 19-6. Loogootee leads, and Mike Wells at the line with 1 shot. Shot is up there. Good. He makes it. It's 20-6 now. Loogootee out in front. There's coming down with it here is Gene Thompson. Back to Lampus. Back to Thompson. Well out on the court. Back to Lampus again. To Thompson. Little closer. Fires a long way. Good. Thompson takes it out there. That gives him his first bucket. 20-8. Again, the press is out. Mattingly with it. The Nick comes across. They have walls open down here. Takes his shot, but it's blocked. And it comes up and taken off there by Gene Thompson. Out of Seymour. First miss they had. A block shot. Lampus. Long shot. He scores. Jeff Lampus scores. He gets his second bucket. 20-10 now. And I think we're going to have timeout called by Loogootee. Timeout called by the Lions. 6:59 to go here in the second quarter. The score Loogootee 20. Seymour 10. The ball game coming over WFM. Shoots it out of bounds. And if it says that it's touch loss by Butcher, and Seymour gets the ball out. All right, let's see if the press are going to bother him now, maybe. That'll be Seymour to pass it in. It'll be Rex Meyer. There's the pass way in. Long shot. Block. Tip down here. Goes to Butcher. All the way down the line. He missed the clip shot. Butcher was out alone, but he missed the clip. Long pass. Seymour has the ball. Shot from the corner, but traveling's going to be called on Danny Thomas. So the ball is turned over to Loogootee. Butcher blocked it down here, and Wells blocked it in the middle and tipped it to Butcher, and he went down and missed the clip. Now Loogootee gets the ball. There's the pass in. It goes into Riggins. Quickly back to Butcher. Still in the back court. Double team. The gun is taken away by Seymour. Up by Thomas. He scores. The trap through. That ball hung there. We had to wait. And now it's 20-12. And now a foul is going to be called here against Seymour's Gene Thompson. That's his second. Seymour putting on a terrific press here as they did this afternoon. And a foul has been called on Thompson. And that is the 15th foul. The bonus is in effect. And Loogootee wrote the line to shoot, and it will be Kenny Nick up there to shoot the free throw. He has 6 points on 3 field goals. 20-12 to score. Loogootee led 20-6 there. There's the shot up there. It's no good. Comes off, taken off by Seymour's Jeff Lampus. Long pass down to Danny Thomas. Fires long. It is no good. Tip down the air. Comes out, taken off by Kenny Nick of Loogootee, and we have traveling call on Nick. Traveling is called on Kenny Nick. That's the 6th turnover now for Loogootee. It'll be Rex Meyer to pass it in for Seymour. There's the pass in. Now with it is Lampus. He shoots. It's no good. Comes off. Rebound. Take it back there. And shot is up. And it's in there for Danny Thomas. Thomas scores. 20-14 now the score. Again the press is on. Loogootee leading. But Seymour fighting back. Coming here with it is Nick. Back to Butcher. Butcher back to Nick. Center court. Over the left to go to Riggins. Riggins down the wall. Back underneath. Back. And we have a foul going to be called here against Rex Meyer. We have a foul against Rex Meyer. Actually, he passed off to Mattingly, and Mattingly was open on his side. But the And the foul is on Meyer. That's the second personal. Kenny Nick goes to the line, but up there once he missed one. The shot is up. It's good. So now you'll get the bonus shot. 21-14. 5:52 remaining in the second quarter. They're going to up at this one. No good. Off the shot. Rebound taken off by McDougal of Seymour. Out to Lampa. Pass breaks on court off to Danny Thomas. Back again it goes to Meyer. Meyer across the side. Off to Thompson. Thompson. Now back on the side to Lampas. Lampas in the middle. Goes out to Thomas. Underneath to McDougal. Tries his shot, but it's whistled a foul call on Mattingly. A foul is on Kenny Mattingly of Loogootee, his second personal foul. And it will be Bo McDougal at the line. McDougal this afternoon had 19 points. He has only one opportunity from the free throw line this afternoon. He made that one. So he'll be up there to shoot 2 on this one now. He has 2 points on a field goal. He's ready. His shot is in the air. It is good. So now it gives him 3 points. Makes it 21-15. Loogootee leads by 6. And McDougal ready for his second shot. This one up there, it is good. It drops back through. It comes bouncing out and then drops back through. So it's now 21-16. Loogootee by 5. Up with it comes the Lions. Across the timeline with it is Butcher. Now gets it over to Kenny Nick. Out to the middle. They go to the middle with it. To Riggins. Outside to Mattingly. Back again to Nick. Over to Butcher. Butcher holding it. Now he starts the middle. Back out again. It goes to Nick. Nick with it to Butcher to the right side. Now down the side here goes off to Mattingly. Mattingly holding it. Now it goes out to Riggins. Riggins to Butcher. Starts in. Coming out up in there where Gene Thompson. Now they go off the wall. Back drive. Left the Riggins. No good. To the foul call on Riggins for charging. A charging foul is called on Mark Riggins, and that's his second. So Riggins has 2 personals. Mattingly has 2. And the ball will go out of bounds here to Seymour. That's the 14th foul on Loogootee. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Seymour with the ball. Jeff Lampas drives, pass over the side. Underneath it goes. It comes back, skips up there and in there by Lampas. Lampas scores. Now it's 21-18. Again, scored out. There's Mattingly underneath. He scores. Mattingly taking a quick pass off from Bill Butcher. And Mattingly now with 7 points. 23-18. 5-point lead again for Loogootee. Seymour's ball. Outside, they go to Meyer. Meyer to the right. Off again. The shot by Thomas. It is up there. No good. Rebounded up. Tipped up by McDougal. No good. Rebound taken off by Kenny Nig of Loogootee. Lions ball with it on the far side comes Bill Butcher. Butcher. Out again off to Nig. Take the Butcher again. In the middle to Riggins. He tries it from the free throw line. Partially blocked and taken out there by Seymour. And up court now with his Jeff Lampas. Outside. The shot is up there. It's in there and good by Danny Thomas. And that is 4 buckets for Thomas, 23-20. The press is on again. Loogootee in the back court with his skill back there. Up with it is Nick. Now he gets to the cross, over to Riggins. Riggins down the wall, back up to Riggins. And now a foul going to be called on Thomas. That's his second. The foul is on Danny Thomas, his second. So Thomas has 2, Meyer has 2, and Thompson 2 for Seymour. And at the line will be Kenny Nick for Loogootee. Substitution coming in here for Seymour. Roger Lewis, a 6-foot junior, comes in here for Seymour in place of Randy Udy. Up at the line is Kenny Nick, or rather Riggins, and he makes it. Mark Riggins makes his first one. Now he gets ready for the next one. Mark Riggins, that's his first point. 24-20, Loogootee by 4. 3:50 to go in the second quarter. The shot is up on this one, also good. So he makes the both. 25-20 now. Loogootee again by 5 points. Seymour brings it down. With it is Roger Lewis across the timeline. Now coming to help him there to take it to Gene Thompson. Thompson to Lewis, left side. And he fires long range. No good. Tipped high in the air. Scramble for the ball. Loogootee has it. And it's Riggins with it. And it gives off to Nick. And Nick quickly gives it to Bill Butcher. Butcher across the timeline. Still with it. Hands it off to Nick. Center court back. Down the side, they go to Mattingly. Mattingly to Nick. Across, over to Butcher. Butcher moves it, but he gives it off to Nick. Now back over to Butcher. Butcher well out on the court. He starts to move with it out towards the center court. Now through the middle, comes up and goes up with his shot now, but it's no good. Comes off, a whistle, a foul going to be called on Butcher. A foul call on Bill Butcher. That's his first. It's a 15 foul, so now both teams are in the bonus situation. 25-20, Loogootee leading. Loogootee started out in this ball game like they were going to blow everything out. Getting their first 8 shots. And it's Danny Thomas at the line for Seymour. He has 8 points on 4 field goals. Shot is up there. It is no good. Rebound is up. Taken back. The shot by Meyer is up. No good. Rebound taken up by Mattingly of Loogootee. And he went up in the air after that one. Out it comes here to Kenny Nick. Lions ball. 2:50 to go here in the second quarter. There's the pass off to Butcher. Butcher back again to Nick. Back to Butcher. Loogootee's ball. Out center court it goes to Nick. Off to Butcher. Right passes to Riggin. Riggin out back to Butcher again. Coming after him is Roger Lewis, but Butcher moves around the side, dribbles back out, gives off to the Nick, back to Butcher again, down it comes to Riggin. Riggin, he moves it out and gives to Butcher. Butcher over the walls on the side, back out again, over to Riggin. Now coming out to help is Kenny Nick. Nick to Butcher, down it goes to Walls. Walls back out again to Butcher. Butcher starts to drive, and we're going to have a whistle, and a foul going to be called here on Lewis. A foul is called here on Roger Lewis of Seymour, his first. He comes down the ball game now, and Jeff Lampus goes back in, and Bill Butcher will go to the free throw line for Loogootee. Butcher has 2 points on the field goal. We have 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining here in the second quarter of play. 26-20, a 6-point lead for Loogootee. Ready for the next one. Good, he makes them both. 27-20, Loogootee by 7. Seymour down with it. It's Lampus. Out to Thompson. Thompson back again to Lampus. Over to Thompson, back to Lampus. A little closer, out the side. Meyer fires long, no good. Rebound is off, taken off by Kenny Nig, and that's 5 rebounds for Kenny Nig in this ballgame. Up it comes to Mark Riggins for Loogootee. Riggins, this is to Mattingly. Mattingly, back off here to Riggins. To Nig. Nick through the middle, ball out, off it goes to Walls, he scores! Mike Walls, all he had to do is take the pass off there and go up the score, and he has 9 points, 29-20, 9-point lead now for Loogootee. Lampus with it, outside to Meyer for Seymour, out back again to Thompson, to Lampus. Lampus on the side, shooting, gets it, banks it in. Jeff Lampus gets his 8 points, and now it's 29-22. Loogootee leading, Loogootee with the ball in the backcourt, still back, to get it across here to Riggins, and Riggins is called for traveling with it. And that is 8 turnovers now for Loogootee, 8 turnovers for the Lions, with 1 minute and 5 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play. Gene Thompson, out to Jeff Lampus in the middle, off to the Thomas for the whistle, and a foul is going to be called on Butcher, and Butcher comes out of the ballgame. He takes himself out of the ballgame now. Some reason. He comes out. He just walks. This one is good. He makes them both. All right, 29-24. Loogootee by 5. Presses on. And coming up with it is Kenny Nick for Loogootee. Straight down under Walls. He's open. And he missed it. Comes off. Is taken by Seymour. Long pass down court. And the layup there is good by Danny Thomas. Walls missed the grip underneath. It's 29-26 now. Up with it comes Wagner. The foul going to be called on Thomas. That's number 3. That's number 3 on Danny Thomas as he fouls Wagner. That's the 3rd personal on Danny Thomas. Mike Wagner at the line for Loogootee. 40 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. We've had some ball games today, Ron. Shot is good by Wagner. So now he gets the bonus shot. Makes it 30-26. Loogootee by 4. But this one, good. He makes them both. And it's now 31-26. Loogootee by 5. With it is Jeff Lampus. 34 seconds. Clock running. Edie back across over the side. Gene Thompson. Underneath. Ball stolen away by Mattingly. And they also call traveling on Seymour. It'll be 5 turnovers for Seymour. It'll be Lugootee's ball out. There's the pass into Riggins. Riggins passes to Wagner. Wagner across the timeline with it. Getting it out here to Nick. 19 seconds. Clock ticking to Wagner. Down to Mattingly. Mattingly back out again. Off to Wagner. Very close to that line. Down it goes to Mattingly at the foul line. Turns up with his shot. No good. Off it comes. Tipped high in the air. He's got it. Comes out. Seymour has the ball. And with it is Gene Thompson. Lampus fires long range. But there's the buzzer ending the first half of play with a score. Loogootee Lions 31 to Seymour Owls 26. 31-26 Loogootee by 5 as we start the third period. Here come the Owls out on the floor. There goes the lineup that started the ball game. It's Thomas, McDougal, Meyer, Lampus, and Thompson. Loogootee will use Brighams, Mattingly, Walls, Butcher, and Nick. So both teams have the same lineup to start the third period to start the ball game. Walls will be jumping there along with Danny Thomas. Tip is up, controlled by Seymour. Now with it, Gene Thompson. Out of the Lampus. Back to Thompson. Shoots him back to foul circle. No good. Rebounds off. Tip back up there. No good. And by McDougal. He scores, and as he fouled with the basket will count. McDougal scores. The foul is going to be on Walls. That's his first. And McDougal has a chance for 3-point play. And now it's 31-28. So quickly, Seymour can move within 2 points here. Oh, McDougal. His shot, it is no good. Tipped off. Tipped back up in there by Danny Thomas. Thomas tipped it back in. We're down to 1 point difference. 31-30. Seymour pressing. Loogootee coming up. Pitcher across the timeline with it. Now he comes back out. Goes off the side. Back to Butcher. Out to Nick. Nick. Out to Riggins. Coming after him is Thompson. Out here. And a whistle. Foul. That's 4 on Danny Thomas. Danny Thomas has picked up his fourth personal foul, and there could be a big difference right there, Ron.
That's right, Joe. He's got 4 rebounds. He got his 14th point just now, and he's a real devil on the board, so it's really going to hurt.
All right, Loogootee with the ball. It's Butcher. Long shot from the side. Big! He hit it from way out. That's his second bucket, his 6 point, 33-30 Loogootee. Seymour with it. There's Lampus. In the middle of Meyer, outside, and there's Randy Oud underneath to McDougal. He scores! So McDougal has picked up 2 quick baskets. Jump ball is going to be called here. And a pass in. Pitcher was tied up by Gene Thompson. And they call it jump ball. 33-32 Loogootee. There's the tip. Controlled by Loogootee. Taken by Mattingly. Mattingly gets it behind him. Up with it is Kenny Nick. Seymour falls back now, but Butcher has it. For Loogootee, out to Riggins, back to Butcher. So Randy Oud is in there. Oudie is in there in place of Danny Thomas. He's picked up his fourth personal. Nick with the ball for Loogootee. Outside to Butcher. Back is to Riggins. Riggins well back. Now off it goes to Nick. Underneath the Walls. He leaves it, but he goes up and he shot. He scores. Mike Wells picked up his 11 points. Now it's 35-32. Loogootee back in front by 3. Thompson down with it for Seymour. Outside it goes to Lampus. Back to Thompson. Jump shot in the air. Up there. No good. Rebound is off. Mattingly comes down with it for Loogootee. Gives it out there to... Now time is going to be called as Butcher wants the ball wiped off. It's wet. So the official timeout. One of the officials calls time. He wipes off the ball here. All right, it'll be passed back in again now for Loogootee. Now Butcher gets the ball in here. The batting goes off to Nick. Nick gets across the line with it. Gives it out to Riggins. Riggins over to Nick on the side. He goes up to the shot. No good, but he's fouled by McDougal. Now that's the second personal foul on McDougal. And Mattingly goes to the line to shoot 2. Well, Mattingly was driving in for that shot, but he was fouled by McDougal on this one. And he'll get 2 shots. 35-32. Loogootee leading by 3. Mattingly ready. The shot is up. It is no good. He missed the first one. Ready for the next one. Up in the air. It is no good. After it comes, rebound taken by McDougal. Now Seymour. That's 6 rebounds from McDougal. Down to McDougal up with the shot. It is no good. Tipped back up. And taken by Thompson over this shot. It is no good. Tipped high in the air. Scramble for the ball. Coming out with it is Meyer for Seymour. Out to Lampus. Lampus. Now gives it off to Oudie. Back again. Over the side. Meyer. Long shot. Good. Rex Meyer. First bucket. 35-34. Loogootee by 1. There's the pass in. And we have the ball back to Butcher. The press is on. Butcher gets it across the timeline for Loogootee. Now he starts to drive across the floor, still dribbling the ball. Now gives to Nig at center court, back again to Butcher. Down the side, back again to Nig. Nig gives it back out again to Mattingly, out to Butcher. Butcher to Riggins. Riggins to Butcher, left side. Now starts to drive in. We have a whistle. Layup is good, but it does not count. Foul going to be called here, I believe, on Lampus. It is. That's his first. So the ball will go out of bounds, a common foul. So Loogootee gets the ball out. Butcher to pass it into Riggins. They lead by 1, 35-34. Now off to the Nig. Left side, Butcher, long shot, good. Bill Butcher hits one from way out on the right side this time. 37-34, Loogootee again by 3. Up with it comes Gene Thompson for Seymour. Out to Udi. Udi almost tied up. Now back to Thompson. Over the side to Lampus. Down the side to Myers shooting. It's up, no good. Tipped off. Scramble forward. Picked back up by Udi, no good. Rebound is off, and coming out with it is Riggins for Loogootee. Kenny Nig with it. Now Seymour falls back. You don't go into the press here. Coming across with it is Nig with it. Turns, passes it back out to center to Riggins, over to Butcher. Butcher works the left side. Now he starts to drive again. This time tries to pass off, but the ball gets away, and we have a foul call here on Lampus. A foul is on Lampus as he fouls Walls. Common foul, and that's the 14th foul now on Seymour. So one more, and Loogootee will be in the bonus situation. 4:03 to go. This ball game coming here with WFML in Washington, Indiana. There's the pass in to Kenny Nig for Loogootee. To Riggins, out to Butcher. 37-34. Loogootee leading by 3. They led it 20-6 at one time in this ball game in the early part. Butcher with it down the corner. Mattingly, back to Butcher, back to Nig. Back over to Butcher. Back down to Mattingly. Now Mattingly starts to dribble, gives it out to Butcher. Butcher in, stops, passes off down the corner to Mattingly, back to Butcher again. Now he again starts in double team, but gets it right back out to Kenny Nig. They come out after Nig. He moves it over the side, goes to Butcher. Now Butcher down the middle with it. Goes all the way in, lays up and scores. Let's see, does it count? We got a foul call. The basket counts by Butcher. The basket will count, and the foul is on Lampus, and that's 3 he's picked up in his third period. Butcher will get one shot. And Butcher has 7 points in his third period. He has 11 now. And Loogootee leads by 6. There's the ball almost tipped away, but it's picked up now by Gene Thompson. Seymour out to Udi. Back again to Thompson, to Udi. And they throw the ball away. Out of bounds it will be Loogootee's ball out. And that is 6 turnovers now for Seymour. Then here's the Riggins. Riggins across the line, gets it out there underneath the walls. He lays it up, no good. Tries again, no good. Tips up again, no good. Tips up again, but Mattingly and in. Walls missed it twice, but Mattingly was there to tip it back in. 42-34 now. Loogootee leads. Mattingly with 9 points. Lampus for Seymour. Out to Thompson. Cross to Udi. Down to Meyer. Up his shot. It is no good. Tip back up, no good. A foul call on Butcher. The foul is on Bill Butcher. That's his third. And the second team foul against Loogootee now. Common foul. Ball out of bounds to Seymour. By basket end will be Randy Udi. Then it comes to Lampus. Out to Myers. Myers to Udi. And the ball stolen by Butcher. Long pass. Nig is in the open. Tries to go down. Loses it and slipped out of his hands out of bounds. And Nig may have hurt his knee down there. He is holding it. He's got it. Mattingly. Mattingly came slipping in right down the middle. Took the pass in. Went up to score. And now Loogootee leads by 10 points. 44-34. There's the pass, goes to McDougal. Ball stolen by Mattingly. Tipped out in the hands of Riggins. And now Mattingly is limping. He is limping. He has a, looks like a jolly horse or a cramp. But he comes down with it. They're still playing. And he's holding that leg a little. Butcher with the ball. And now we have a jet ball going to be called. It looked like he was getting knocked around just a little bit too. By Riggins. And we have a foul going to be called on Lampus, and that's number 4 on Jeff Lampus. The foul number 4 on Jeff Lampus. So Seymour is in a little foul trouble now. We have Thomas with 4 and Lampus with 4. At the line goes Riggins for Loogootee. Loogootee leading by 10, 44-34, a minute and 53 to go in the third period. Now in the ballgame is Jay Thomas. Now this boy's a freshman. This boy's a freshman, 6-foot freshman. Comes in here for Seymour. And Lampus goes out. It will be Mark Riggins up for Loogootee at the free throw line. His shot is up there, no good. Off it comes. Rebound taken by Walls, and he's tied up. A jump ball. Foul is going to be called here on Roger Lewis, and that's his second. The foul is on Roger Lewis of Seymour, his second. That'll be Pitcher at the free throw line. And now Lewis comes out. Loogootee's back in. Pitcher at the free throw line here for Loogootee. He's hit 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Shot is up. It is good. It is good. They'll get the bonus shot. He has 12 points in the game now. 45-34. Loogootee leading. Up with this one. Good. He makes the bonus. 46-34. 12-point lead here for Loogootee. Now here comes Seymour. Pass across the way. Gene Thompson up with his shot. No good. Rebound taken off by Riggins. And Ron, I believe you're right. Somebody that's getting a little tired. I noticed they're not jumping like they did, and they're not moving. Both teams that way, right? Walls with it for Loogootee. Out to Riggins. Center court goes to Nick. Nick moves. Now gets the Pitcher. Pitcher with it. Hands off the center court to Riggins. Riggins out the Pitcher. And Strange is in the ballgame now for Loogootee. Dave Strange, and there has the ball taken away from him. Now he's picked up here by Udi. Now coming down court with it is Jay Thomas. He said the freshman boy. Out to Udi, back to Thomas. It's Jay Thomas. Long shot. No good. Comes out. Rebound taken by Loogootee. Grabbed by Riggins. Outside they go to Pitcher. 45 seconds left in the third period. Strange with it. And he got it closely by Meyer. Gives the Pitcher. Pitcher shoots in the corner. He hits it. Oh, boy. That was good corner shot. Right through. 48-34. Loogootee Lions over Seymour. Outside. Long shot is up there. In and out. No good. Comes off. Whistle. Foul going to be called on McDougal. A foul is on McDougal, and that's his third. With 56 seconds to go in the third period, Pitcher comes out of the ballgame now for Loogootee. And we have Wagner back in. I don't know, maybe Bill, maybe he's not feeling well, Ron, or something.
I really don't know. Of course, it's not the name of the player.
He's got a game.
I see they're rubbing his legs.
Yeah.
I not only had leg cramp all ago, it looks like maybe Bill's got it now.
Yeah, there's the shot on the free throw. Is no good out there by Loogootee. That was Walls that took that shot. Missed it. And Seymour has the ball. Jay Thomas shooting long. No good. Rebound taken off by Kenny Nick. 2-on-1 coming down. But Nick pass over to Wagner. But he leaves it out of bounds. They're tipped away from him. They award it to Loogootee. Tipped away out there by Jay Thomas. Just 11 seconds now to go in the third period. Loogootee gets the ball in underneath their own basket. And Wagner will pass it in. Wagner and Strange in there along with Nick. Pass comes in here to Strange. Goes over to Wagner. Wagner to Nick. Nick down, driving the baseline. Lays up and in. Kenny Nick goes right down the baseline. He up to score 50-34. And Loogootee leads here at the end of the third period of play. And Jeff Lampus is back in there now, and he has 4 personals, remember. Comes out inside to Meyer. Meyer, long pass back to Lampus. Up with his shot. It's no good. Off it comes. Scramble for the ball. Who's got it? Picked up by McDougal. Dougal gets it back out again. The shot is up there. No good. Comes off, and Loogootee has the ball. Pitcher with it. He gets it out to Mattingly. Mattingly moves to the ground across the timeline. Over to Kenny Nick. Seymour's going to come out. They've got to get the ball. They've got to shoot. Now with it is Pitcher. They go out to center court. They're going to move it. They're going to go to 4 corners. Back out again to Pitcher. Pitcher cross back out to Riggins. Out to Kenny Nick. Loogootee leads by 16. Now they go down here to Walls. Walls stops. Gives it back out again to Riggins. Gives off to Nick. Cross it goes to Pitcher. Pitcher down the right corner. Down the middle. There's a man open. It's Walls, and he scores. They worked that play beautiful. Just beautiful. 52-34. Down with it comes Seymour in the middle. McDougal turns to shoot. He scores. Bo McDougal. And it's now 52-36, Loogootee. Riggins up with it. Castellani goes over here to Kenny Nick. Underneath, but we have kicking the ball is by Danny Thomas. It will be Lugootee's ball out. 6:41 left in the ball game. Now back in the ball game, here comes Dave Strange for Loogootee, and Walls goes out. He gets a nice hand down here. Walls has 13 points in the ball game. There's a long passing, goes to Strange. To Nick, the pitcher. Now to Riggins, out again to Nick. They gives it off to Mattingly, the pitcher. Pitcher with it, working outside. Down to Mattingly in that corner. Now Mattingly back out again to pitcher. Pitcher. So far in the game, Loogootee has shot 67% from the field, while Seymour has shot 20%. There's a man open Strange, but he doesn't go in. He did not take the shot. He was wide open. Did not go in. He turned around and passed the ball back out. Now he has it. Off to the Riggins. Back again. Off to Nick. Nick with it. Now he drives to the foul line. Again to Mattingly. He scores. Mattingly going under. Up on the side to score. 54-36 Loogootee. 5:52 left. Campus. Out of good. Long shot by Thompson. Is up there. No good. Whistle foul going to be called against Lugootee's Mattingly. A foul call here on Ken Mattingly. That's his third. Loogootee is shooting 67%. 20 out of 30. 20 out of 30 from the field. That's what they're shooting right now in this ball game. All right, Seymour the ball in. There's a tip up there, no good. Comes off, scramble for the ball. That ball rolls around, but it's picked up by Loogootee. Mattingly with it. He's passed behind by Thompson. The foul is on Gene Thompson. That's his third. But I think we've got some tired boys on that floor.
I think so too, Joe. It just doesn't. It's almost hopeless, I think, for Seymour. They're a fine ball club, but they can't hardly get up and down the court right.
Taken by Strange. He loses it, but we have traveling is going to be called. And against Loogootee, it will be Seymour's ball out. Coming up with it is Gene Thompson. That's to Lampert. To Thompson. Over the side to Rex Meyer. Long pass down here. This shot up, loses the ball, but it's picked up. The shot was right to Danny Thomas. Now a whistle and a foul going to be called here on Thomas. Danny Thomas, and if that is, that's number 5. Or is it on Mattingly? They were both right there together. I couldn't see. It's a foul is on Mattingly, and that's his fourth. The foul is on Ken Mattingly. They go to his fourth as he fouls Danny Thomas. Now we're going to have Walls comes back in here, and Mattingly's going to go out. We have 5:23 left in this ball game. There's the pass in. Seymour not in the one-on-one as yet. The shot from the corner, no good. Rebound comes off, taken back by Seymour. Thomas again driving. This time he scores. Danny Thomas up the score. Makes it now 54-38 Loogootee in the pitcher. Double teamed here in the back court. Still in the back court with it. Now he gets to the crash and gives it down here off the Riggins. Now we've got 2 men on each side down there with open. Now it goes to Nick. Middle, off it goes to Walls, and we have traveling going to be called here, and then we have somebody hurt. Nick is hurt, and he's got the cramp there in his leg, and Jeff Lampert said that's his first bucket here in the second half. He has 10 points now. Wagner gets it in here for Loogootee. At the screen, back to Wagner. Wagner still in the back court. Now across to Riggins. He gets it across the sideline, down the screen. Back out again to Riggins. Over to Wagner. The pitcher. Gives it out here to Riggins. Riggins out in the middle. Now he gives out the Strange. The Strange had to go left-handed behind him to pick that one up. The pitcher. Out it goes to Riggins. Over this side to Wagner. Back again to Riggins. As the clock ticks away. And now the ball, it is stolen away. But Danny Thomas. Down court he comes. Man open the side. Goes up in the shot. It is no good. Tip back up and in. And the ball that got it was Lampert. And that time's going to be called here by Loogootee. 4 minutes left here in the ballgame. 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Loogootee leads 54-42. Gives it to Wagner in behind him. Wagner down to Mattingly. 3:48 left. Now to Mattingly. Goes to baseline. Lays it up. He scores. There is no one around him, John. He came in and they're all looking the other way. 56-42. Long shot by Meyer. Up. No good. Comes off. Rebound taken by Pitcher of Loogootee. Lions on the ball. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Pitcher across the timeline, gives out to Wagner. Again, he got underneath the walls. He's in. Oh, man. I don't know. What can you say? 58-42. 58 to 42. It's just a well-coached, well-fundamental ball club. Long shot is up there. Malampus, no good. Tip comes out. Camelforce. Riggins has it for Loogootee. Out it goes to pitcher. Now to Mattingly. Mattingly over to Riggins. Riggins now back across to pitcher across the timeline. Now out it goes to Wagner. Wagner. Double team, but he comes out of it. Goes out to pitcher. He's going to shoot from the side. But this time, no good, and goes over the backboard out of bounds. 58-42 with 2:48 remaining in the game. Loogootee leading.
Joe, Seymour's only hitting 35% right now.
35% for the game. Now we have timeout going to be called for Loogootee, and with 2:44 to go, Loogootee leads 58 to 42. Eden's Farm Service in Montgomery, and Ross.
Well, Joe, this is supposed to be a rematch, a revenge match.
This players resume. Almost gets away. There they go to the middle of the wall. Man open, but they do not shoot it with Pritchard. He comes out with it. He was open. There's the ball being kicked by Seymour out of bounds by Jeff Lampus. 2 minutes and 29 seconds now left in the ball game. Pitcher will pass it in. I think this shot is... Kenny Nick comes back in, and Wagner goes out for Loogootee. There's the pass and pitcher with the ball in the back court. Harry gets in the front court. And you know they're going to eat up a lot of time here if they possibly can. There's the middle, but not that good. He's open. Mattingly shoots and scores. Again, Mattingly scoring. 15 points for him. 60 to 42. There's a long shot by Meyer. It's good. Rex Meyer hits for Seymour. 60-44. Pitcher with the ball. Loogootee leading 60-44 with 1:51 to go. In the corner, off to Mattingly. Mattingly back to Butcher. Butcher around his man, goes between two men, loses it. Picked up here by Seymour, down with his Danny Thomas. Up with his shot, off balance, no good. Rebound taken off by Nig, and now we have offensive foul going to be called on Nig. And that's his first. That's the first piece of property that suits your purpose. And financial, that is first federal savings, where you can select a mortgage plan to fit your income. If you have any questions about property values or about buying real estate, an experienced officer at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Washington, always ready to help you find the right answers. The Owls will get the ball in bounds, down near their own basket. As play is resumed, it goes into Danny Thomas. He shoots, no good. Rebound is off. Kenny Riggins, or whether it's, yes, Mark Riggins has it. Send up with it for Loogootee now. Long pass down here to Walls. Walls back out to Wagner's in there and place Butcher now. There's this man open down there, but they didn't go in this time. Mattingly actually could have driven in. Now they go out. They got the four-poster bed up, down the middle, out the Walls, cross over to Wagner, into Riggins. Riggins back out again to Nick. Down the corner they go to Mattingly. Mattingly back out again, and now the ball is kicked. And comes down here. Picked up by Lampus. He's no good, but a whistle. 15 points for Lampus now. 60-45. Up with this one, no good. Rebound is off. Mattingly has it for Loogootee. Out it goes here to Riggins now. And he's got 4 men around him. Out it goes down to Mattingly. In the middle. Back out. Goes to... Layup is good by Nick. Kenny Nick driving in the score. That's 11 points for Nick. 62-45. 62-45, Loogootee. 33 seconds left. Long shot by Meyer. No good. Taken off by Lee. No one even went up after that ball round. You can see the card. And come down. Now timeout's going to be called.
That's right, Joe. Seymour's giving up, and...
we look across the way and we see a lot of empty seats people have left here. But down below us, you have the Loogootee fans. So of course, they've been hooping it up. 62-45 with 28 seconds to go. It'll be Loogootee at the state finals next week. Beating the winner from Indianapolis.
25 or 26. This is Loogootee shooting 25 to 36. Almost 70%.
For the ball game.
For the ball game. Yeah. Matter of fact, they missed one shot in this quarter. They hit all those in the first quarter. They missed 4 shots the last quarter, and they missed 6 in the second. I mean, how are you going to beat a team like that?
You don't. That's why they're on top. 62-45.
They just simply blew Seymour off the floor.
All right, it's Loogotee's ball. Butcher's back in the ballgame. And it gets it to Strange. Down in the corner to Riggins. Riggins got it closer by Meyer. Underneath the Strange. Back out again to Butcher. 14 seconds. 13. The ball come off, and It's out of bounds, and he threw it to 12 seconds, Seymour with the ball. Long shot by Lampers to scoop. 3-7 from way back. 62-47. Long pass down. They let it go. The ball game's over. The ball game is over. Loogootee goes to the state. 62-47 win over Seymour. And it's Loogootee Lions back to the state finals at Indianapolis. The trip they made in 1970, defeating a Seymour team here at Evansville to do it then. Only this game tonight was just a little bit different than that game back in 1970.
That's right. Loogootee controlled the game from the opening tip. They got a 20 to 6 lead and just simply blew Seymour completely off the floor. And Seymour, it has to be an apple-colored team. They're dejected, I'm sure. But a good team beat them here. And the best gesture of the whole game here, I think, was when Bill, about 15 seconds ago, threw the ball to his father here along the sideline. They knew they had it in the bag, and he thought his father deserved the game ball.
Right, okay. Well, we're going to have a look down at all that scoring in a moment here for you. And right now, out on the floor, they're getting ready to take down the net. Ball game's coming over your WFML in Washington, Indiana. Newland Tire in Crawford is a complete tire headquarters, announces Early Bird Tire Special. Stop by Newland's now for special low prices on the Uniroyal Zeta steel-belted radios. Newlands have 7 sides of these Zeta radios at low early bird prices.
He thought his father deserved
tonight. Selected 9 rebounds. He was getting in there on it. He got 9 rebounds in this ball game. Tim Mattingly, 15 points for him. He had 4 personal fouls. Mike Walsh did a tremendous job tonight for Loogootee. He had a total of 15 points also. He picked up 1 personal foul. Bill Butcher had 15 points. So we got 3 men right there with 15 points each. And as you said, how to beat that for a balanced score. Butcher had 15 points. He had 3 personal fouls. Kenny Nick had 13 points and 1 personal foul. Mike Wagner had 2 points and a field goal. Dave Strange did not score. So 4 men in double figures for Loogootee. They're scoring this very well evenly balanced here with Mattingly and Walls, and the pitcher with 15 and Nick with 13. Riggins with 2 and Wagner with 2.